Hello, and welcome in our magic world. We'll start new adventures named 1001 Nights. Let's start the episode 1. Named King Shahryar and King Shah Zaman.
Ho, ho, ho!
Once upon a time in a faraway kingdom, there were two brothers, King Shah Zaman and King Shahryar. King Shah Zaman ruled over a prosperous land, while King Shahryar was his elder brother, the ruler of another great kingdom, King Shah Zaman.
Ho, ho, ho!
A wise and just ruler, was known for his generosity and fairness. However, deep in his heart, he carried a burden, the sorrow of his own betrayal.
Ho, ho, ho! One day, King Shah Zaman went to visit his brother, King Shahryar. As he approached the royal palace, he noticed something strange through the window. His wife, queen of his kingdom, was in the arms of a servant. King Shah Zaman's heart was shattered. The woman he had loved and trusted had betrayed him in the most painful way. His world crumbled, and his sorrow turned to anger. Devastated by the discovery of his wife's betrayal, King Shah Zaman felt lost. He rode to his brother's kingdom with great haste, hoping to find solace in the company of King Shahryar. When King Shah Zaman arrived at his brother's palace, he found King Shahryar enjoying a grand feast. Despite the joy around him, King Shah Zaman could not hide his sorrow. King Shah Zaman, my dear brother, I have seen something that has broken my heart. I caught my wife, the queen, with a servant. She betrayed me, and now I do not know what to do. King Shahryar surprised. Oh, my brother, I feel your pain. I too have suffered from a betrayal. But let me tell you this. No one is immune to such treachery. Perhaps we should confront this together. King Shahryar, after hearing his brother's tale, realized that his own fears and suspicions about women had not been unfounded. His trust in women was shattered, just as his brothers had been. King Shahryar angrily, since betrayal is so common among women, I have decided that I will never trust any woman again. I will take revenge. I will marry a new woman each day, and by the morning she will be executed. And so, King Shahryar's bitterness grew, and his hatred for women consumed him. He ruled with an iron fist, and his kingdom became a place of fear. But little did he know that his decision would set off a chain of events that would change everything forever. As King Shahryar began his cruel plan, the people of his kingdom trembled. Every day, a new young woman was brought to the royal palace, and by the next morning, she was executed. The king's heart grew colder, his anger burning with an unquenchable fire. Each woman, before her death, would beg for mercy, but none could save themselves from the king's wrath. Far away, in a distant village, there lived a beautiful and wise woman named Shahrazad. She was the daughter of the vizier and known for her intelligence, wisdom, and storytelling. Her father, seeing the suffering caused by the king's actions, feared for the fate of the young women in the kingdom. Shahrazad, father, I believe I can put an end to this cruelty. I have a plan to save the kingdom from the king's anger. Her father, though worried, trusted in her abilities. Father, beware, my daughter, for the king is merciless. I fear for your life. Shahrazad, I will take the risk. for I believe in the power of stories." That very night, Shahrazad volunteered to marry King Shahryar. Her decision was met with shock, but she was determined to carry out her plan on the wedding night. As the king prepared for what he thought would be another tragic ending, Shahrazad surprised him with a story. "Shahrazad, your majesty, before you take your final rest, may I tell you a story, a tale that has never been heard before?" King Shahryar, intrigued despite himself, agreed. Shahrazad began her tale, weaving a story of a merchant who found himself trapped by a demon in a mysterious cave. The demon, intent on destroying the merchant, challenged him to solve a riddle. If he failed, he would be consumed by the demon's wrath. But the merchant, with wit and courage, found a way to outsmart the demon and escape with his life. As the story reached its climax, the hour grew late, and Shahrazad stopped abruptly. "Shahrazad, I will finish the story tomorrow, your majesty. For now, I must rest." King Shahryar, intrigued, "You cannot leave the story unfinished. Continue, Shahrazad." The king's curiosity was piqued. He had never heard such a tale, and he was eager to know what happened next. And so, he spared her life for one more night. The next night, Shahrazad continued the story, weaving new tales that were even more captivating. With each night that passed, the king's heart began to soften, his hatred slowly replaced by a fascination for her wisdom and storytelling. Nights turned into weeks, and weeks into months. Every night, Shahrazad told a new story, each one more beautiful, more intricate than the last. And with each tale, King Shahryar's anger faded, replaced by admiration for her intelligence and strength. In time, the king realized that not all women were the same. He began to see them not as objects of betrayal, but as individuals with their own wisdom and worth. The bitterness that had once consumed him slowly transformed into love and respect. One fateful night, after a long and enchanting tale, King Shahryar stood before Shahrazad and spoke from his heart. "King Shahryar, Shahrazad, your stories have healed my broken soul. You have saved not only your own life, but also the lives of countless others. For that, I am forever grateful. You have shown me the true meaning of forgiveness and trust." Shahrazad, smiling, "Your Majesty, it was not I who changed you, but your own heart that found its way back to love." And so, the kingdom was saved from the horrors of the king's cruel decree. King Shahryar, with Shahrazad by his side, ruled with wisdom and justice, bringing peace to his people. And Shahrazad, the storyteller, became not only the queen, but also the symbol of hope and wisdom for generations to come.
Follow us to learn about the rest of the episodes of 1001 Nights. Goodbye.
Ho, ho, ho!